I'm not sure it's
Oh,
on.
there.
Oh, yeah, mine's not on then.
Let me see yours. Look in yours. Take this one.
Oh, there it goes.
You got it?
Yeah. Okay.
Want the green?
No, it's on blue.
Push it again.
Okay. Can y'all hear me? Hello, Brenda. Can you hear me? Hello, Miss Tracy. Let me know if you guys can hear me before I get too far in, because we have brand new mics we're trying out today. When you get here, say hello. Let me know you're here. Yes. Okay. Fabulous. They can hear us.
All right.
Okay. So this is my brand new kit. It says fresh grown lavender blooms. And I'll try to hold it up. It's going to slide because obviously it's not put together yet. Okay. So you got 2 pieces with the lavender. Okay. As you can see. And then this goes over the top. And then we have our words, and our words are in pieces. Put those over there. Same with this. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is paint our backer board. Now, if you look real close, you can see there's some shiplap lines. And, okay.
I haven't done this in a while.
I know you haven't. You haven't been in here in a while. Well, there wasn't room for you for a while until I got the room cleaned up. All right. I am going to do the distressing method with my wax candle. So I'm just going to put some wax all over. And then we're going to paint it white, and then we'll scrape it off. Now, I'm not too worried about my edges because it's got the little frame, so it doesn't matter about that. But Bob is going to...
You or me?
That's for you. I don't write when I'm not doing this.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah. That's all you.
Do you have something other than pink?
Not handy. So, look, you can deal with pink. Okay. So, we are going to... paint this white. So Bob's pulling comments. So if you're new to my page, what we do is we draw Happy Mail once a month. And actually, it's coming up here. It's tomorrow is the 13th.
Tracy Everly Campbell will be the first one. She's the first one to comment today.
That's Miss Tracy from Craft Around the Clock. But we're going to go ahead and paint this. But anyway, so what we do is we draw names on the 13th. And the way you get your name in the drawing is you comment, and Mom or Bob, in this case, will pull your name, and it goes onto the wheel. And then I draw a name, and I send you out some fun stuff. Usually it's a kit from our shop, and then some other craft supplies, napkins, and whatnot. So it's a good prize to get. So you want to be commenting so you can get your name drawn. The more times you comment, the better chance you got.
Michelle says she likes lavender.
I do too.
How you doing, Linda?
I actually just planted 3 lavender plants out front when I got home from work today. My granddaughter's school was selling them. And we purchased 3 of them.
Hello, Mary.
And we just planted them. Hello, Miss Mary and Linda and Joni.
Yep.
Hello, hello. Okay, so we have that painted. Now, I am going to find my shiplap lines, which are kind of hard to see once it's painted, but we're going to find them. I think they're offset a little. Actually, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to see them. We may not worry about those because I can't see them. I've got my paint pretty heavy. So let's go ahead and dry this. Maybe once it dries a little, we'll be able to see them better. So how's everybody's weather? Our weather is fabulous today. It's actually getting ready to rain right now, but it's 76 degrees, and it was beautiful this weekend. And we did a lot of work outside, and as you can see, I did not wear sunscreen, and nor did he.
Yep.
And we both got a little sunburn, which, shame on us. It was just such a beautiful day. It was like mid-60s, and the wind was blowing slightly, so you never really got hot, and I never gave it a thought. So I came in and went, oh, darn it. Should have probably put some sunscreen on. Live and learn, right? Live and learn. So this kit is $22 mail, or $25, I'm sorry, mailed to your home. That includes shipping. All of our prices include shipping.
So Cindy says it's sunny and 80s today in Texas.
Beautiful.
Which I'm surprised it's not hotter in Texas than 80.
Right, with it being 76 here, I'm very surprised. Yeah. We're going to be heading to Alabama at the end of this week, and our daughter has been telling us how hot and humid it is. So, oh yay, can't wait.
Yeah. Well, we had told her, too, when she moved down there, how it was going to be.
Yeah. Yep, we sure did. Because she's lived up here her whole life, and then moved down there last May, about a year ago, exactly. And so last summer, it got pretty warm for her.
Well, it was funny, too, because when she was going down there, we were telling her, you know, it's going to be really hot in the summer down there. And she kept saying, I know. And then when about August, she called us. She's like, it's so hot down here.
And we're like, duh, pretty sure we told you that.
Hey, Anita.
All right, so my shiplap lines are showing back up, so I'll be able to scrape them out.
Cindy says cloudy and 70 with a little rain. What part of Ohio are you from, Cindy?
Because we are also in Ohio.
Yep.
So I'm just going to drag my little tool down these shiplap lines, and it'll make them pop out.
Mary says Pennsylvania's going to get showers and thunderstorms the next 5 days.
Oh, goodness.
Linda lives in Alabama. That's where we're going.
That's where we're going. We're going to the Daphne area.
Yep. Foley, Daphne.
Yeah, well, Daphne is where she lives now. Foley is about an hour from them.
Yep. Finding your marks.
Yep, I can see them. So we're going to make those pop back out.
Cindy says she lives near Belmont. Where's that at?
I don't know where that's at. I don't know my geography for Alabama yet.
No, she lives in Ohio.
Oh, okay. So you can see we have the shiplap lines. Our coverage isn't perfect, but that's okay because I don't necessarily want it to be because we're trying to do that rustic look. Okay. Let's set that aside and we're going to work on the next piece. So I think I'm going to do the same thing on this. We're going to take our wax and we're going to do some on their frame because I want it to tie in. And we're going to paint the frame white as well. And I'm going to use a sponge, I think, for that. Belmont, Ohio. I've never heard of Belmont, Ohio.
Trying to find it.
What area is that?
It is on...
They're almost to the Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Oh, are you going to come to Lancaster? We're going to be in Lancaster in September for the Craft Around the Clock Soul Sister meetup. You're not too far from there.
Yep.
You're closer than I am.
We live in Lucky.
We live just south of Toledo.
Yep.
Little itty bitty town.
Cindy 625. Cindy's got a Cindy Clark for Happy Mail.
Cindy Clark, you have a Happy Mail entry.
Yep. Yep, just a Happy Mail entry, right?
Yes, not the actual Happy Mail yet. You gotta be on the wheel, and somebody that is on the wheel will win Happy Mail.
She's gonna try.
Yay! Great. Mom and I will both be there. We are definitely
tentatively, barring nothing comes up between now and then.
I mean, it is the plan for us to be there, but I'm like, what do you know that I don't know? I'm going.
Yep, he'll probably leave me home all by myself and go.
I invited him. He said he didn't want to go. He doesn't want to meet all you ladies.
I said I would go if I could go backpacking.
Yes, you did.
So I may go, but it won't be there.
Yeah, he might tag along, but I'll have to drop him off at the trailhead and pick him up.
Cindy's creation said she'll be there with her daughter.
Yay! Yep, I'm definitely planning on it. Now, I do have to leave on Saturday, which I think it's the last day of Saturday, but because my grandson's birthday party will be on Sunday. So we will have to leave so I can make it home in time. I will not miss his birthday party.
What day are you going?
I think it starts on Thursday, so we'll probably drive Wednesday. Unless I see, I don't know. I've asked Tracy and she hasn't responded yet. I don't know if it's supposed to be Thursday through Saturday, but I don't know if those are travel days or if those are activity days. So I'm not sure. So we'll either leave on Wednesday, or if we're supposed to arrive on Thursday, then we'll leave on Thursday. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'll have to see how my shoulder's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know if you could have a backpack on there yet.
Hmm.
He had rotator cuff surgery in January, just like I had last May. Mine's a year ago. May 2nd, I had mine a year ago, and mine is good to go. And boy, did we work them out yesterday. Yesterday, we put in 4 brand new raised gardens, the 4x8 size, 12 inches deep, and we moved probably 4.5 yards of dirt.
We topped off 2.
And we topped off 2 that we already had.
Nah, we moved a full 5 yards of dirt.
You think so?
Yeah.
Was that more than 5? Because there's still a little left.
He told me when he dropped it that he brought 6, just in case. He didn't want to be, come in low. So.
Okay, so yeah, we moved at least 5 then, probably 5.5 yards of dirt yesterday, which, let me tell you, we're both feeling it.
We used to live in, Cindy said she's got friends in Perrysburg. I was going to say, we used to live in Perrysburg years ago.
Years and years ago.
Yep. When you first got married.
Yep. Yep, and I used to work in Perrysburg for years.
Yep.
And Perrysburg's 10 minutes from us. That's typically where we do all of our grocery shopping and most of our shopping, actually. We're 3 hours away from Lancaster. Yeah, it's gonna be a cruise for us. It's like a 6 or 7 hour drive for us to get to Lancaster, but we're going. Okay, so now we need our little scraper, and wherever we put wax when we do this, it's gonna peel that paint off. So that's why I said I don't really mind if I don't have great coverage, because we're gonna do this and then we're also gonna sand. And we get that look that I love.
So what did you do? Streak the wax on?
Yep, I just took the candle wax and rubbed it on.
Okay.
And wherever there's wax, the paint will.
So you're not pressing real hard, you're just dragging it across.
Yep, and then we're just going to kind of sand it a little. That'll even it out a little bit. Get off any other little chunks that...
Fatima Romero said, hi, Kathy.
Hello.
And did I say that right?
Fatima? Is it Fatima?
Fatima or Fatima?
Okay. So as you can see, I'm not sure that's going to show up real well. It's not showing too well, but we've distressed the heck out of that. That's done. So we'll set that aside. And let's see if this guy's dry enough yet. I think he could use a little more dry time.
Thanks, Denise.
Thank you, Denise. We appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. I am super excited. I've wanted to go the last 2 meetups. I had just joined Craft Around the Clock when they did the Cincinnati one, and it was too late. I couldn't get in on it. And we had something else going on that weekend anyway, so I couldn't just drive down, because I thought about it, because it's close. That's only a couple hour drive for us, 3 hours or so. And, but I couldn't do it. And then the last one was in Texas, and there was no way I could do that one. So I'm so excited for this. I've been wanting to do one of these since I joined Craft Around the Clock.
I would have done Texas.
You would have done Texas?
Yeah, I would have gone to Texas. I've never been to Texas.
I've been to Texas.
Never been.
I went to Texas for work.
Yep.
I didn't see much because I was working.
You went to the Alamo, didn't you?
Drove by the Alamo, didn't go in the
Oh.
Alamo. Did go to the Riverwalk. San Antonio's got a really cool Riverwalk. And we did do that. They took me down there for dinner that night, which was cool. Okay, so can you see all that chippy goodness? Look at that. So now we're going to just run this across. Give it a little more love. Okay, I think we are good with this. Look how good that is. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So now let's get rid of all this goo on here. All right, now to painting our stuff. Okay, so I'm going to try something. I'm not sure how well, how do I have paint on my arm?
Hey, Cheryl, how you doing?
Hey, Miss Cheryl. How are you, my friend? Okay, so my thought on this is I want it to kind of look like an old galvanized bucket. Okay, so that's the look I'm going to go for here. I've got some black, some white, and this gray. And I'm going to start with the gray, and then we may end up adding more gray to it, but we're going to mix some colors here. Doesn't really matter this top piece because we're going to have another over it. So
a little bit more whiter.
Yeah. I'm going to just kind of splotch it. We're going to do the same on this little rim. Okay. So we have that. Now, while it's still wet, I don't necessarily want to dry it. We're going to mix. I'm going to add a little bit of black, and then we're going to go back with the white and lighten it up. Just a drop of black. It won't take much.
But you can do whatever you want to with this. If you
Well,
want
for
a
sure.
wood bucket, you could
Or
make
if
it look
you,
like a wood bucket.
or a terracotta.
Yeah. Terracotta
So we're just going to kind of put some in here. Sounds like it's raining.
Yep.
Okay. And then we're going to rinse our brush. Get most of that black off. Then we're going to go back into our white if I have any left. I don't really have any left. Way more than I need. And then we're just going to kind of streak it in here.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Dab more. Okay.
So she is making...
This is our Lavender Bloom kit. Yep. Ooh, too much. Well, it wouldn't hurt it to be a little lighter than the...
Cheryl has got an entry for Happy Mail.
Okay, I think that's good. I don't want to mess with that too much because I don't want to mix the colors necessarily. I want them to be on the streaky side. Can you guys see that without the glare? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is this back part of the lavender, because this sits over the top. So the back part, I'm going to make the darker purple. Cheers to you too, Miss Cheryl. Cheryl and I coffee cheers every day.
Huh?
Every morning when I do my post, Cheryl says, coffee cheers. And we're going to do this in the darker. What are we doing on time? What time did we start? 6:15? So we're done at 7. Okay. I'm not used to going at 6:15, so I had to think about that for a minute and do the math in my head. Going right up to that line. Let me tell you, it takes a lot of work to move that much dirt by hand.
She's not lying. She really helped out yesterday. So she had a little bit smaller of a wheelbarrow than I did. I had the bigger wheelbarrow, but she kept up with me going back and forth to the dirt pile.
That was rough.
Right up till about the end, and then you were like, I've had enough.
My arms were rubber and I could no longer lift the wheelbarrow to tip it up on end to dump it. And I told him I can go get it. I can still load it, but.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I was more than happy to go to the smaller wheelbarrow. So.
I bet, because it was a lot. It was tough. Mom is enjoying time with her sister today. She went to a Little League baseball game with her sister and her grandson, and then is doing dinner and cards at their house. So she's got the night off, and I recruited Bob.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey, Miss Lynn. Thank you so much for sprinkling. Lynn's one of my new subscription group people.
I think the benefit of the subscription group too is that when you're on with those guys, it's a Zoom call.
Yep.
So everybody can talk and.
Yep. You get to know each other, and.
Yep.
It's not just me talking and you guys listening and, trying to type and comment. You can craft and talk at the same time. And we go over how we're putting things together and what we're doing. And it's just really fun. I enjoy that a lot. I look forward to that every month.
So now Lynn said, we'll watch replay, can't hear anything. Wi-Fi is acting up.
Can everybody else hear? We have new mics, so I want to make sure it's not us. I enjoy that a lot. Oh, you can hear it. Okay.
So now Lynn said,
okay.
Yep, okay.
All right. So our mics are working.
Yep, they're working.
Okay.
They're doing a pretty good job too. I was worried. They're brand new. So this is the first time we were trying them out.
Yep. All right. So now I'm going to use a lighter lavender for the top one. I love the subscription group time. It's so much fun.
Do you have the details of Lancaster, PA? Is there a website you can go to?
We do not yet. There is a Facebook page for it. And I think it's the Craft Around the Clock Pennsylvania Meetup or something along those lines. If you go to the Craft Around the Clock page, there should be a link to it. There's not a ton of details yet. All we know are the dates and the location.
When we get off today, though, you can look it up and post it.
Yeah, I can. I'll post it down here in the comments. But the details have been pretty sparse so far. We don't have a lot of details yet. Like I said, I'm not sure if the dates that she gave are including travel days or if that's, actual days of meetup and activities. I don't know. Yeah, see how that's going to look? That's going to be cool.
Can they see it? They can see it.
I don't know if I can hold it up where they can see it. So you get the gist. Because you got the dark behind it and then the light. Mm-hmm. So we'll let those dry and we'll work on our words. I think we're going to do the words the dark lavender. So I always tape things down. It's just so much easier when you're working with little pieces. Our little G is separate. And whenever I'm working with small pieces like this, I always use the sponge. It's just so much easier than trying to paint it with a brush. Well, my computer is timing out.
Yeah, when you drag the brush across the letters, it tends to gob up on the edges and
makes it messy.
Makes a mess.
So it does work so much better to use the sponges. There's actually room in here for you now. Isn't that great?
Yeah. Pam Grove Throne said she's 30 minutes from Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yay. Are you going to come over when we're there? Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl's letting us know that it sounds good. Need some more dark. My granddaughter was over and she was helping us with all the.
She actually did too.
She did.
She helped quite a bit.
She's only 7, and we had a little shovel from, I guess, when our kids were little, because neither of us remember buying it for her.
It's been around here forever.
So yeah, it must have been from when our kids were little. We had a small shovel. I mean, it was like, it's a legit shovel, and it's probably, I don't know, probably 4 foot long. Maybe. It's got a smaller blade on it. And she did good, though. She was helping us put it right into the wheelbarrows, and she helped me weed the front flower beds out, and she did a lot.
Well, did she use the weed?
She did both.
Yeah.
She did both by hand and by using the tool.
She likes to use the tool, I think, is what it boils down to. She likes to. It's a weed, one of those weed tools with the prongs, and you push it down and twist it, and it pops the weeds out.
And then it's got a little plunger on the end that you just put it over your trash can or whatever you're putting it in, and pop it off.
I think she likes using those. So.
She uses it at home. Mom and Dad have her help weed. Okay, I think we are all painted. So we just need to assemble. So let's get this stuff aside.
Well, what did she tell Dustin, her son, when her dad, she said, Mom and me do all the weeding or something like that? He said, that's the only thing you guys do outside. But she gave him crap about it.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, which was funny for me.
She's hilarious.
Because, well, when he was her age, he wasn't much. He was about like her. He was not shy at making comments like that. So
smart aleck comments.
So he's
okay. So we have our little frame put together, so you can see how cute that is.
So I find it hilarious that she gives him grief.
Oh, she gives it right back. She is not shy about that.
Yep.
So we did not keep Little Man because they came to see me for Mother's Day on Saturday. And so she wanted to spend the night because the dirt was delivered on Saturday while they were here. And as they're dumping the dirt out of the big dump truck thing, she's saying, I want to roll in that so bad.
And then we told her it had compost in it.
And then she didn't know what compost was. So then we told her, well, there might be some poop in that.
Might be some manure.
And she's like, oh, I don't want to roll in that. We're like, yeah, good plan. Okay. So there's my little bucket of lavender. Look how cute that is.
But you got to give her credit. Once she got the gloves on, she was willing to dig in it.
Yep. And then by the end of the day, she was with her bare hands digging in it.
Yeah.
In the beginning, she didn't want to touch it. She had gloves on and all the things. But so before you put pieces together with our kits, because all of our kits come with a sticky back, I always lay things out because once it's down, you cannot move these. So you will ruin all of the pieces if you try to move it once they're stuck.
Cindy said that's cute.
Thank you.
And it is. That one is actually pretty cute.
That one is. Listen to you.
Cindy is getting a Happy Mail entry.
Cindy, you just got a Happy Mail entry. So I just kind of space things out, make sure I like where it's at before I start setting them down. Oh yeah, she's hilarious. She got a little bored, I think, towards the end. Her dad came and got her at about 3, and we started at about 10 or so, I think. And her dad came at about 3 to pick her up, and because they had to go to his mother-in-law's for Mother's Day yesterday.
Yeah.
So he had to come get her, and so when he got here, she was more than ready to go home because she kind of got bored with it. It was fun at first, but then it was like, oh, this is a lot like work. I don't think I want to do this.
She wasn't wrong.
No, she wasn't. And she kept saying, I need a break. I need to go take a break.
So did we.
Yeah,
we finally figured that 2 wheelbarrows and you take a break.
Because we're not spring chickens and we're not in great shape. So like, okay, do we want to have a heart attack or hurt ourselves? Because, you know, we both had shoulder surgeries. So, yeah. And then I did fall in a hole. We had our trees taken down this fall. We had 2 big maple trees in our front yard that were dying, and we had to get them down. Well, when they take those big, huge branches, they fall and they cause divots in the yard. And I found them.
Yeah, one of them.
I found one of them. Well, I found 2 of them, but I only fell in one of them.
Yeah.
And so I had to.
There's plenty of dirt out there to cover it up now.
Yep.
Guess what we'll be doing tomorrow night.
Yep. Great.
If it doesn't rain, I got it covered.
It's supposed to rain.
Yeah, I got it covered with a tarp right now. So if it doesn't rain, we're gonna have to. We'll probably move it all to the backyard. What's left over, there's probably a good yard left.
Great.
Dirt. So I'll probably just do that myself.
And I'll let you.
That's when you're supposed to say, honey, I don't mind.
I'll let you. Because I got stuff in here to do to get ready for vacation. Okay.
Information about Lancaster. She usually gives Mary my sweet home living information about Lancaster. She usually gives updates on Wednesday check-in.
Okay. So there you go. So, and I think those are usually at noon, right? Okay.
Well, I'll say one thing. It ain't buffalo plaid and it ain't pink, so pretty crazy.
Are you sure there isn't going to be buffalo plaid?
Well, I don't know, but I don't see it yet.
I'm thinking there's going to be a little boat right there. We don't want to disappoint. Everybody's expecting it.
Yeah.
Float some hearts if you think I need to have buffalo plaid on here.
Mary Snyder said, so pretty.
Thank you. Matter of fact, I need to turn my glue gun on if I'm going to do that. Oops, don't throw away the mouse. My mouse fell in the trash can.
Michelle says your kits are so cute.
Thank you.
Hey. Shh. It's okay. Calm down, Cooper Duper.
Ava loves to craft, and so when she spent the night, Saturday night, we came in here and she did a diamond art project, and she did a fabulous job on it.
Oh, she did. Yep. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I love you too.
Which one you got? Koopy Bear.
Yep. You turn around and say hi, Cooper. You turn around and say hi, Cooper. Huh?
Okay.
No.
All right.
What, you want hugs?
Look how cute.
I love you too. That is cute.
Mary loves it as is. Cheryl says it's coming. Cheryl, you know me too well, girl. I'm thinking just one of these tiny little bows. Just one of these little guys. Oh, yeah. Look how cute that is. You can't tell me that's not cute on there.
Sure. Tell her, Cooper. She's going to pay attention to me,
Hi,
Mama?
Bubba. Hi.
Yeah.
Okay. So look at it with the bow before I glue it on there. Look how cute that is. It needs the bow. We got to put the bow on.
You'll have to try and upload Teddy running across the lawn.
I've got it. I did a reel this morning with it.
Did you?
Yeah, it's up already.
Yeah, poor little Teddy.
Thank you, Sheila. Sheila says, love this one. Lavender is soothing. It sure is. My grandkids see me crafting all the time, and I have to find... Right? I know. That's Ava. She loves to come here and craft. So we did a couple things, because when I cleaned the room, I found a bunch of kids' craft kits that...
Somebody says, love the bow, and plaid is cute.
Yeah, see? My peeps know me there, dear. They know I need to use the buffalo plaid.
Mary Snyder just got a Happy Mail entry.
Mary Snyder, Happy Mail entry. And poor little Teddy's got his little cone of shame on.
Oh, why did I do that? Mary Snyder.
Okay. So there you have it. Look how stinking cute this is. Now, I really wish we could flip the words around for you guys, but Facebook took that away. So we no longer have that option. But I promise it's not backwards. Fresh grown lavender blooms is what it says. And I dearly love this one. And I really like the distress look with it. I think it looks great.
Yep.
So, yeah, little Teddy had surgery on his little head. He had a big old wart on the top of his head that was starting to cause some problems. He yipped. Cooper and him were playing. And he yipped and it started to bleed. So I think Cooper caught it when they were playing. And so he had surgery and he gets the stitches out on Wednesday. So he's almost done with the cone of shame. So thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Beverly. I appreciate you ladies so much. Well, I'm done. I still have 7 minutes left, but I am done with this one. So looking around to see if there's anything else I can show y'all. Well, this was our last month's subscription group. So the ladies in the subscription group made this last month. And most of my kits are flat folds, so they come apart easily for storage. So you don't have to worry about them, taking up too much space. So, and with the deluxe kit, you got all of the extra stuff. You get all the paint brushes, all the things that you need. This one came with a sanding block, all the extras that we have here, the little flower pot, the bird, the Spanish moss, the little floral, all of it. Everything comes in the kit. The only thing that you need to provide is a cup for your water, to rinse your brushes, paper towels, and this one a little hot glue because you had to glue some of that stuff on.
And your imagination. And
your imagination, because certainly you can take it in many directions. And Miss Tracy, I don't see her on here, but Miss Tracy Dorio, she is constantly changing things up, and it's amazing. I love seeing the creativity when the ladies go rogue, as we call it. Because in the deluxe kit, you get all the paint brushes, all the sponges, everything you need. And then the simple kit is just the wood. So then you can just take your imagination and go for it. But that was this past month's kit. And then this is just on the website. Everybody can purchase this. This isn't just an exclusive to the subscription group. So, all right, ladies, I'm going to hop off. And I thank you all for being here with me tonight. I appreciate that. Next week, the plan is, we're going to be on vacation, but the plan is Tuesday night, I will be crafting. It will be later than normal. I think it's 7:30 their time, so 8:30 our time in Ohio. In Eastern time zone, it would be 8:30, 7:30 in Central. And we're planning on crafting. Caitlin and I, my daughter, is going to craft with me. That's the plan. If everything holds, that's the plan. But never know where we're going to end up being that day. So we're hoping to make that work. So, okay. Thanks so much, ladies. I will see you all hopefully on Tuesday.
Thank you.
See you soon.